What's going on, YouTube? This is Mr. Dude 206, and I just wanted to touch a little bit on the arcades while I'm doing a few videos and stuff. As you recently seen, I picked up an Arcade 1-Up, and I'm really enjoying it, but nothing beats the old school or the original arcade experience. And to touch bases on that is that when I was growing up in my generation, we always used to go to malls, laundromats, pool halls, anywhere that would have like some kind of community gathering in the neighborhood where people can get their hands on these and put their quarters in them and stuff like that. And that's why I ended up picking up these cabinets. This one I remember playing a long time ago. I took a bus at least 45 minutes to get to this cabinet, and I ended up only playing a couple times because, you know, I didn't have any money back then, and my money was my bus fare to get out to play this game. So even watching all the games in attract mode, and if you don't know what attract mode is, it's when it just shows you the demo of the game that you're going to play. And I remember spending a lot of time just sitting there staring at it when I was a kid, just wanting to, you know, put in a quarter and play these arcade games, whether it be like Street Fighter or Neo Geo or, you know, Galaga or Pac-Man. All those things back in the day were definitely cool to see when you're, you know, out and about. Nowadays, everything's at home, so you don't necessarily have to leave or get out the house. But a big thing in the 90s and the 2000s is that arcades were prime time for freaking, you know, beating that guy that just got off of work and you just got off of school, and then you got to go try to beat his ass because he's at the same arcade you are, and so you put your quarter up and you know you got to play. But you know, if you really suck, you won't even put your quarter up. You'll just watch and spectate. And that's why Street Fighter got so big, is because so many people were playing these fighting games. And it just sucks that not a lot of these arcades are available anymore, or, you know, everything's being emulated. And obviously emulation is the way to go these days, but you're not getting the same experience out in the streets, I guess you want to say, with all the arcades, popping in your quarters and getting the change. I remember I went to this grocery store where the lady would get mad at me for getting change for $1 because she knew I was going to play video games. You know, I don't understand why. I was still spending money. But, you know, it is what it is. So, arcades are definitely a relic of the past, and those that couldn't really experience it, you know, were definitely missing out. But to speak up on the Arcade 1-Up, you know, it's a solid platform for you to play arcades at home. But one thing you can't emulate, like I said, is the experience out in the streets or out in the public where you just play somebody that you don't really know. You can do all that online these days, but to taunt somebody face to face or see their reaction while you're beating their ass in a fighting game or you're beating their high score, you know, nothing beats that. And yeah, I just wanted to touch that on arcades. And for those that grew up in, you know, the early, I don't know, when arcades came out, 70s, 80s, 90s, if you grew up in a time where you can go out and play a game and, you know, meet new people and socialize besides just sitting behind a keyboard and all that stuff, you know, it was definitely a good time. These days, people have to be very cautious of when they go outside and do a bunch of shit. Shit isn't the same as it used to be when you're, you know, out socializing, I guess I want to say, when it comes to games, because, you know, it's just fucking different. I don't know how to fucking explain it, but it's not the same as playing online with somebody. Anyways, I don't know what I got, or I don't know what I was going on there, but anyways, arcades are the shit. You should definitely try to play one in your lifetime, and if not, at least play the games that are arcade style, because these days everything's like shooters and movie games, I like to call, where you just sit and play a role and push A or B and you go on. But, you know, to have freaking an experience with the game as the whole package, arcades definitely left a mark on my gaming culture or past, because it was a good time for 2D gaming. So anyways, Mr. Dude 206 out. Enjoy the games you play, and check you guys on the next one. Leave a comment below. What was the first arcade game you played? Or where was the first arcade that you played? And I'll see you guys on the next one, like I just said. Peace.